Fancy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out.
Welcome back to Half Haunted Chronicles, where some places were built to protect the vulnerable, but turned into cages, and some into graveyards. Tonight, an institution exposed for unspeakable cruelty and an asylum where the cries still echo in the halls. This is Sanctuaries of Suffering. In Staten Island, New York, in 1947, Willowbrook State School opened its doors with promises of care for children with developmental disabilities. But inside, it was closer to a nightmare. Overcrowded, children left naked on filthy floors, unfed, soaked in waste, neglected, forgotten. Some were abused, others were used as test subjects in unethical medical experiments. In 1972, Geraldo Rivera and a hidden camera crew walked through its halls. What they captured shocked the nation. Dozens of children crammed into dark rooms, rocking back and forth, moaning, and some unable to speak, others too traumatized to even look up. The public called it inhumane, evil, and a national disgrace, which it was. It forced a reform, but it couldn't undo what had been done. Many of the children were never named, others never spoke again. Some were never seen after entering those doors. Willowbrook closed in 1987, but the memory of its walls lingers in lawsuits, in documentaries, and some say in the shadow. Locals whisper of voices in the woods where the building once stood, laughter where no one stands, and the flicker of tiny figures in the trees, barefoot waiting. That's so sad, but I'm glad they were exposed and those kids and people were taken care of, hopefully. In Weston, West Virginia, 1958, lies the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. It was meant to be a marvel of compassion designed for peace, nature, and healing. Dreams crumble. Built for 250 patients, it swelled over to 2,000. Children were often housed besides violent offenders. Patients locked in cages, lobotomies performed with ice picks, dozens of them a day. No anesthesia, no mercy. The screams never stopped. Today, ghost hunters call it one of America's most active sites. Visitors report shadow figures peering from broken windows, screams with no source, cold hands brushing the back of their neck, but the most disturbing creeper, a shadowy figure that crawls across ceilings, fast, twisting and watching. Its shape is not fully human, and some guests hear their names whispered aloud by something that shouldn't know them. Others hear the names of patients long dead or never documented at all. It was meant to be a place of rest, but the asylum has become a shrine of sorrow, and in some rooms, time hasn't passed. It's paused, frozen. Here are 3 creepy facts to haunt your day. Did you know, after death, fingernails appear to grow, but it's just the skin shrinking back? In Prague, there's a cemetery where bodies were stacked 12 deep, and it's still settling. 12 deep, that's a lot. Paranormal investigators report that ghosts can follow you home, especially if you speak to them directly. This season, we followed the whispers. We had 10 episodes, 10 places where the line between the living and the lost disappeared. We walked Bourbon Street, where love turned deadly in the French Quarter, stood in the cornfields where a girl vanished without a trace, chased glowing lights down roads that never led home. We heard the final calls of the missing, saw monsters dressed as men, stepped into houses where the walls still scream. From the eerie calm of Mount Washington Hotel to the cursed halls of the Trans-Allegheny Asylum, story left behind more than scars. They left shadows. And in those shadows are voices waiting to be heard. If you follow this journey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you felt the chill, the curiosity, the truth that clings to every haunted place, then you already know some stories don't rest, and neither do we. Stay curious, stay haunted, and Half Haunted Chronicles will return very soon.